Honest. Oh no, you probably don't even know. She's just a regular market.
We find ourselves at the home of the world's first
Hey, this
retractable
nigga
natural
real
grass
quick.
field.
Cardinals. I gotta use these bum ass
Farm
Saints, bro.
Stadium
They
in
trash, bro.
Tonight we kick off Week 7 with a great Thursday night matchup.
Nah, he was working in Virginia.
Yeah,
higher. It was fucked up. And it worked out.
Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46.
In the course of the game, we focus on the offense and the defense, and we give lip service to the special teams. It's way bigger than that. The third phase of any football team, and special teams provided the spark to begin this game.
Smash me, bro. Smash me.
They begin on the ground with Camara. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. This defense for the Cards, they had certainly had their struggles to start the season, but they put it all together in getting that first victory a week ago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Right.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
This is the big. Is he gonna fire this nigga?
He's gonna have a Saints first down.
That nigga Joe crazy, man. He laughing at this
Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
Yes,
I think you're right about that, because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a
and God
to put in a full playbook.
Said it's all blessed.
You shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early.
I hate the Saints, bro. You got to just play so safe with the Saints because they got the quarterback.
Camara up the middle. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
And then I don't like Kamara neither, man.
Saints first down. Big article in the paper this morning talking about how they wanted to get chunk plays in the run game. Well, early on, there's a good one.
There isn't for guys on defense. They've got to remember the old adage. You've got to meet force with force, and if you don't, you get run over, as they did on that last play.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. That was J.J. Watt getting in there and getting him to the ground. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Passing, it's Dalton. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
A confidence builder for them and an absolute shock over the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. After the turnover, here's Murray. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. A huge play there for Arizona.
I don't know what's happening.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position.
That's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
Not running no option over here, nigga.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season. 2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I was playing the shipment 24/7 on the Hattie rank. It runs up. That shit ranking runs up fast.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
I'm just going to do a quick loop.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Murray. Under pressure, they got him again.
Why does he playing Madden all the time?
He's sacked and multiple players broke through the line to get him.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down.
Man, DJ over there, he got the new baby and shit.
Fourth down, Murray off, and the Cards field goal unit and Matt Prater out there now. Prater's kick is good.
Oh, that's crazy. Get that shit off the fucking crossbar.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal.
I'm not sure.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way.
My niggas be fumbling, man. I hate this team, bro.
At the 13-yard line.
All these niggas do is fumble on this fucking team, bro.
Now CD on the other side, what an opportunity.
The Saints, yo.
They went right down the field on the opening
They are pussy, bro.
And I think they're probably a little disappointed in just getting the 3 on the board. But here they have another opportunity to try and go up 10-0.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Murray going to throw.
I ain't had no choice,
That is
man.
caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Prater for the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0.
Now the nigga with 3 and then we get the fucking fumble.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
That's cool.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, Charles,
yeah, this is like your defense right here, bro.
First quarter, just their 2nd drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Come on, bitch. Why you fucking take so long to pick a play? You're on defense, man.
Just a yard on that last run. And now the Cardinals going to use another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd and 9, Dalton. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And the Cards are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
That nigga wasn't even playing, bro. That was a computer. Throw a tape to the computer. I'm not surprised he had the ball there.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. A man who missed all of 2021, this is J.K. Dobbins. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
From the 44, Murray. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Evans. 30. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And good downhill running. He's got 6 yards down to the 13.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They run it again with Kamara. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
That's it, crazy. Oh, shit. My nigga, who the mic know? That nigga crazy. That shit crazy.
He's over for the touchdown. Andy Dalton scoring on
That nigga said down right up front.
Instead of having to play follow the leader there, the leader led.
Oh,
like
shit.
that. And he likes that, doesn't he? First and goal, let me do the job.
Because you know when he falls into the end zone after falling behind those big guys who pushed up front, that's a pretty good celebration, isn't it?
Gives him a little street cred in the locker room, too, doesn't it?
Street cred, and then when they go out to dinner afterwards, he's still picking up the check.
Lutz good on the extra point.
All right, y'all, we got us 6.
10-7.
10-7, 10-7. Back in the game, man. So that's a good defense again. We like to run outside zone.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
We like outside zone.
And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
We're on the first to 5 line. So bad, bro.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And the Saints are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession in the red zone in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
Defense, yeah. 95 night, 95 night.
They think they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them.
Oh,
they
yeah.
took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up the offense in great shape.
Right.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
Oh, yeah.
And that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made it.
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys.
I tried to slide, bro. This nigga lit Andy Dalton off
to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it,
he fucked up Andy Dalton with that, man. Look at that. That nigga, dog.
Knocks free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity
to
make up for it on
man.
this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
First down, Murray. This one swung out to Williams. And some room to work. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
Murray now on first down. On the slant, DeAndre Hopkins. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing on first down is Murray. Going right back to DeAndre Hopkins. Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins with career touchdown number 75 as his guys are able to extend their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
Prater on and the extra point. Now before they can try the extra point, a flag comes out, and they're going to get tagged for a delay of game. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now from 5 yards further back, this becomes a 37-yard extra point attempt. It's good to make it 17-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Dalton, 1st and 10. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Dalton, he gets this one to Johnson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Dalton. Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. So Dalton now. That is hauled in by Michael Thomas. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 34.
I think it's pretty safe to say that initially they had to be thinking about trying to get into field goal range. But after that shot right there, they've got to be thinking bigger right now.
And that was probably their thought offensively. If we hit this, great, let's go for the end zone. If not, settle for a field goal. Looks like they can try to hit pay dirt. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now Dalton. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
A loss of 3 on the sack made by multiple defenders. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Dalton, flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But that was actually throwing game 101 right there. You challenge double coverage like that, you're liable to get burned. Fortunate that was just incomplete.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals 19. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave from 19 yards away.
And the Saints get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. CD, for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Lutz with the extra point. And leads down to a field goal at 17-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
And a less than desirable return as he's out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Marcus May with a pick.
And the Saints are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room.
Huh? 17-14 here. Well, no, I got the fucking Saints, bro. Hate these niggas, bro.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Thomas brings it in. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at 1st and goal.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. To throw here, Dalton. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
He's got to be kicking himself right there. His team's already picked off 2 passes. That would have been the 3rd in the game. And boy, they've really played well attacking the football.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Dalton here from the gun. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Here we go, baby.
Juwan Johnson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
I'm glad they ain't drop it.
No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
There we go.
It's good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Past the 20. And he takes
that was amazing.
No time remaining. No cloth on the field. Yeah, no flags, and it's a kickoff return.
What the fuck, bro?
These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth.
That's crazy as a bitch.
Offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together.
They all just stop.
Bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far. Fun to watch. Extra point good by Prater. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on out to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely.
And there he goes right side. He's at the 30. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
Field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Play action. Now it's Murray. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And now the rookie's free. He's at the 40, the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Lutz with the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
We'll see a return here from the end zone. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Right back to Dobbins on first.
And no room that time. Getting it to about the 46. Marcus Davenport there to take him down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
All right, brother.
On 2nd and 9. Murray. He's going deep for Brown. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hollywood Marquise Brown with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Cards have retaken a third quarter lead.
All right.
Prater for the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Again, it's Kamara. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Play action now. Dalton. Going deep here for Landry. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup of 38.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Yeah, cover one.
Dalton now to pass. This is caught. It's Hardy. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marco Wilson. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw is Murray. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Man open left side is Brown.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
On play action, it's Murray.
And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, 38 yards. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Oh, this is blocked. This is going the other way. Taking it right down Broadway. The 40, the 30. 10, 5, and he takes it the distance across the goal line for 2 points. Well, you figure with a veteran kicker out there, these extra points almost automatic, but this
this one turns into 2 points the other way.
And we both know it's hard to put it on him. I think there's a breakdown in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As this offense takes the field against CD. Remember last drive, they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Second down, Dalton. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield, instead checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Dalton. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. Cameron Thomas brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. In motion right is Smith. 3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
That's crazy how that shit worked out, man. What the fuck, man?
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, part of why that play works is because the defense has to freeze because they don't know whether he's going to hand it off or keep it himself. And this time, how about that sleight of hand there? Gives it to his wideout. And that indecision defensively hurt him in a big way.
He's got room at the 30, and he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Meanwhile, here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
This one swung out to Williams. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with some
touchdown.
Good, man.
Zach Ertz, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth-quarter lead. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth-quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when the turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Bud Dupree from his outside linebacker spot, forcing the sack for a loss of 8. Throwing on 2nd and long. Dalton. He's going to look deep now for Landry. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Saints on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Here's Johnson with a reception. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Big 4th down here. It's Dalton. Again, it's Johnson. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's out.
And that's caught inside the 35. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 63 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A first down throw coming for Dalton.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't have to let you.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Andy Dalton, his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a 7-point game. They'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that one. They needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And some room to run. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get them home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Murray to throw. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Brandon, that touchdown certainly looks like the clincher to me.
Probably a little too much to overcome, don't you think?
I would agree. I say at this stage of the game, that touchdown should seal the fate.
Extra point good by Prater. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process goes...
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to move it down inside the 25. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Now Dalton. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Jalen Thompson picks it, and the Cardinals are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, They're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The partner under the lights in prime time, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players,
It don't matter. I don't want to win anyway. I'm trying to get a